Errol Spence, he reacted by saying, "Set his ass down. MF hit like a horse kick." He says Gervonta hit like a horse kick. So is it fair to say Gervonta is the hardest puncher in the game outside of the heavyweight division? Because Wilder got the crown hands down, but outside of the heavyweight division, in the lower weight division, is it fair to say Gervonta is the hardest puncher in the game?
Honestly, that is a great question, my brother. That's a question that I've always asked myself. Do I believe that Gervonta Tank Davis is the hardest puncher in the lightweight division? Absolutely.
No,
hands down, I do.
not the lightweight division, because we talking about below
Just like the
heavyweight
lower weight division.
in general. Below heavyweight, is he the hardest puncher?
Yeah. As far as the low heavyweights, yeah, I definitely agree that that Gervonta Tank Davis is definitely one of the hardest punchers. Is he the hardest puncher in the game?
You have better being.
Comparing the way these guys punch compared to way Gervonta generates his power, which is something that, I mean, it's completely ridiculous the way he generates his power. Did you see the speed, the accuracy, the precision, the way he was able to set up that left counter uppercut with the high guard walking forward? I mean, that's only something Mayweather can do with that kind of speed, man. I mean, we saw Tank tonight. Tank, he definitely came out to prove a point tonight. I don't think anybody's going to be able to do what Tank has got, what Tank is bring to the future of boxing, man. Especially with the fact that he's just now unlocking all of his potential. Not even all of his potential. He's still getting stronger. But the best is yet to come from Tank.
Right. When it comes to Gervonta, he does have that special combination of skill, speed, and power. Speed kills, but he also got tremendous power. That's why I think it's fair to say in the lower weight divisions, he's the most powerful when it comes to his punch. I mean, obviously, Beterbiev is a hard puncher, but he don't have good speed. He's not as fast as Gervonta, and speed translates to power. You still got to get the punch to the target. So I think Gervonta, he holds the crown, below the heavyweight division. But with that being said, it's important to mention, it's always great to have heart. However, in a tough fight, you have to fight smart instead of fighting with your heart. And that's what got Leo Santa Cruz in trouble, trying to keep Gervonta Tank Davis off of him. He thought this was Mexican style. He started exchanging punches. However, you do not exchange with a puncher that's constantly trying to set you up with a counter. Leo Santa Cruz was desperately trying to get Gervonta Tank Davis off of him. Therefore, during that tough position, Leo, instead of fighting smart, he fought with his heart, throwing 3 straight right hands, back to back. And that's an absolute no against a counterpuncher that happened to be a power puncher, which ended up costing Leo Santa Cruz the fight. So the lesson here is to vary your offense, especially against a counterpuncher. Terrence Crawford, he obviously pound for pound #1. He came out and stated on Twitter, he always been critical of Gervonta, but he said, "Dang, I'm no hater. Tank was sharp." So he was saying that was a good fight, and Tank was extremely sharp. I mean, obviously, regardless of what was your take on the fight, I mean, the end was just devastating. Like the way Gervonta put Leo Santa Cruz out. You don't normally see that at this level, especially when it comes to a guy with an iron chin, So what's your take on what Terrence Crawford had to say and Gervonta Tank Davis' performance, putting Leo Santa Cruz lights out with 1 punch?
It was as I kind of expected. And I expected a stoppage, but he got him out of there exactly the way I wanted him to get him out of there. It was beautiful. What Terrence Crawford had to say, my brother, I think Terrence Crawford was just giving him some props. Other than that, I think Terrence Crawford really was just showing him some love, man. And he really loved what Gervonta did for the city, man, and for the sport of boxing. But as far as Gervonta Davis' performance goes, man, I have to give his performance, a B. I'm not even going to say a B. I give him an A- because, I can't even give him an A-. I have to give him an A+ because of the simple fact that he won by knockout. He got him out of there with the punch that I thought he was going to get him out there with. The only difference was it was the left uppercut. I thought it was going to be the right one, but it was the left uppercut. And it was almost similar to Povetkin versus Dylan White, if everybody didn't know this. Because I was just like, damn, that was just destructive right uppercut. He set him up. Leo Santa Cruz came out in the early stages of the round, jabbing and doing exactly what I thought he was going to do. Honestly, he should have stuck to that game plan, and he could have lasted a little bit longer against Gervonta Davis, and it probably could have ended in a different way. But he did what I knew he was going to do, which was he sat in the pocket with Gervonta Davis in the middle of that ring, and he tried to trade Gervonta blow for blow. Now, why did Leo do that? I don't know. He wasn't able to get off the left hand to the body like I thought he was going to be able to, but Leo did dictate the pace. He did push, but he was not the aggressor. Gervonta Davis was the aggressor. Gervonta Davis was the one who pushed the action. Gervonta Davis was pretty much, he proved a point tonight, point blank period. There's nothing anybody can say about Gervonta. Everybody was like, oh, well, he was exposed because he got punched in the face. Okay, it's boxing. Gervonta Davis has a chin. His head was being snapped back, and he was walking through those punches. Not only that, he instituted the high guard when Leo Santa Cruz was on, when he had his back against the ropes, just slightly moving his head and dodging punches and counting with straight left hands and straight right hands to the dome. Not only that, he was able to switch a counter off the back foot and land with the left hand, setting up the left uppercut, causing him to freaking put Leo out of there. Which was, I mean, it was brilliant. It was brilliant. Just watching Gervonta walk him down with his high guard, completely instituting a game on Leo Santa Cruz that he really did not expect. I'm guessing because he thought he was training with Mayweather, he was going to be training with complete nothing but speed and head movement. He didn't expect the tank tonight, and that's exactly what we got tonight. Kudos to Maryland. We celebrating tonight.
That's a good point you brought up. The uppercut was similar to Povetkin knocking out Dylan White because, you know, surprisingly enough, obviously, Gervonta Tank Davis is a southpaw, but the way he set up the knockout, he was actually in an orthodox stand, if I'm not mistaken, when he actually landed an uppercut. He always do that. He switched stands when he ready to throw a haymaker, and he also did that against Gamboa, I believe. He does that a whole lot. So it was definitely impressive, to say the least. Now,
hold it. You're not that pretty. I'm a bad man. Wait. I still got the world. I got the world.
I bear witness, there's only one God, Allah, and Muhammad is his final messenger. That's what I said, Larry, on the Bungle fight. Thanking you.
They call me the problem, but you could call me the can man, because anybody can get it. Africans, Americans, Dominicans, Mexicans, anybody can get it.